皆さん、また来てくださってありがとうございます。こちらは土曜日です。ということでね、今日の動画はね、トランプさんが、火曜日に逮捕されるんじゃないかっていうことで、なんか、いきなり、緊急みたいな感じで昨日上がってたので、上げてみたいと思います。動画はね、これね、金曜日バイトだったんですけど、セントパトリックデーだったんですね。なんだっけ、アイリッシュの、聖パトリックさんの祝日っていうことで、毎年3月17日なんですよ。ということでみんなね、現場に行ったら緑のものみんなすごいいっぱい着て、緑のアイシャドウとか、スカーフとか、もう真緑上から下までとかあったので、エンパイアもね、緑になってたので上げてみます。ということでね、今日の動画は、例のトランプさん。これね、でもね、簡単に言うとね、何かっていうとね、もうとにかくね、民主党が必死とにかくトランプさんに立ってもらったら困るから、どんな言いがかりでもとにかく何でもかんでも無理やりくっつけて罪にして起訴してやれっていう、こういうことなんですよ。これ、あまりにも必死さ加減が痛いので、一般人はやっぱり2000年の選挙不正だったんだねってきっとみんなそういうふうに思ってると思うんですよ。じゃなかったらここまで必死になる必要ないじゃないですか。もうあることないことじゃなくて、ないことないことも、もうとにかく何でもいいから立てないようにしなくっちゃっていう、その必死さ加減がもう痛すぎて、やっぱこう普通一般の大人はちょっとドン引きっていう感じなんですよね。そのやり方がもう綺麗事さえも言えなくなっちゃってるぐらい必死なんですよ。いや、それ、もう本当それ、証明しているかのようじゃないのっていう感じで、やっぱりこうね、民主党支持の人も、いや、もうかばいきれない。もうダメだっていう感じになってきていると思うんですね。だから、もうやればやるほど多分、こう、サイレントマジョリティっていうか、口には出さないんだけど、みんながだんだんこう、決意を固めてきているんじゃないかなっていうふうに、私はいい方に考えています。ということで見てください。どうぞ。
President Trump saying this morning that he will be arrested on Tuesday. Trump said that on Truth Social. He said, in fact,
quote, the far and away leading Republican candidate and former president of the United States of America will be arrested next week. Protests take our nation back. Fox News legal analyst Greg Jarrett is here to react. Greg, break this down for us.
Well, I wrote a column about this because you could see this coming a mile away. It's purely politically driven by Alvin Bragg. And I describe this as the most cockamamie legal theory I think I've ever heard of. Forget about the fact that this is a 7-year-old case and the statute of limitations appears to have elapsed 2 years ago. But the legal theory is something that is not just novel, it seems abusive of the legal system. Here it is in a nutshell. Take a business records misdemeanor and try to transform it, to supercharge it into a felony by attaching to it a second crime. Now, what is the second crime? That's the question we don't know. It can only be one of two things: a campaign violation under state law or federal law. Here's the problem. It can't be a campaign violation under state law because it was a federal election. And it can't really be a campaign violation under U.S. statutory campaign laws because Bragg is a Manhattan DA. Local and state prosecutors can't bring charges on federal crimes, only state crimes. In addition to all of that, there are other problems. Bragg would have to prove that Trump was personally involved in falsifying business records. Second of all, he'd have to prove that Trump understood the incredibly complex and convoluted campaign laws that nobody understands, and that, having known them, he intended to violate them. And then finally, they'd have to get around what's known as the dual purpose doctrine. That is to say, if Trump had a personal reason or even a commercial reason for paying the money to Stormy Daniels, then it is not under the law a campaign contribution, and he didn't violate anything. You know, the Department of Justice spent years looking at it. The Federal Elections Commission looked at it, and they both said the law isn't there and the facts don't support it. You know, in addition, Bragg's predecessor spent years trying to find something related to the Stormy Daniels payment, and in the end walked away saying there is nothing. So, you know, I think it's a shame that the justice system is being used for politically driven prosecutions. I think Bragg sees himself as, oh, we've got to stop Trump. I'm going to be the savior of the republic. Frankly, given the rampant crime in Manhattan, New Yorkers need saving from Alvin Bragg. You know, Alvin Bragg has downgraded serious felonies to misdemeanors in Manhattan. That's his MO. The day he took office, he signed his manifesto. You know, armed robbery? Nah, it's just a petty misdemeanor. You know...